So 4 days ago, I went through the afrosenju and Jaymes Hanson drama, and in that video, I feel like I did a pretty good job of breaking everything down that was happening at the time, but I didn't cover one thing that had happened that exact same day, which I feel like is super important too. So today we're going to give a little bit of context as to who Jaymes Hanson is. We're going to talk about Bleach haters and Bleach gatekeepers, and we will be going through a live stream that Jaymes Hanson did with a guy called Saving the Bees. So years ago at this point, and I am talking years, almost decades ago, Bleach's anime stopped. And at the time, it was pretty popular to go ahead and just say, hey guys, the anime is never coming back, or, you know, cast doubt upon it, and it actually caused a lot of people to be way more critical of Bleach than normal. So when Bleach finally returned in 2022, a lot of YouTubers started making content surrounding it, including the people who were skeptical on whether or not Bleach's anime was actually ever going to return, and even the people who became a little bit more critical of it. And this caused Bleach's core audience to kind of get like a stick up their ass because of it, which I can understand. If people are shitting on your favorite IP, if they're like making fun of it, and then all of a sudden they're making content surrounding it just like as soon as the anime returns, I get it, and I understand what that would look like to a lot of people. And one person named Jaymes Hanson takes a massive issue with this. So for context, Jaymes Hanson would consistently post how the anime is going to return, whether it's on Twitter or on YouTube, it didn't matter. He was just consistently posting how the anime was about to return, and people were kind of fed up with that. Strangely enough, there was a lot of strain on his channel because of the amount of hate that Bleach was getting at the time, which obviously does suck. So when 2022 finally came and the anime was announced, plenty of people started making content for it, but Jaymes Hanson had a big issue with it. And back in 2019, Jaymes Hanson took issue with one YouTuber called Dude in a Room that made a video that he considered pretty bad, and they even got the chance to talk about it. And from Dude in a Room side of things, it seems like it was a pretty respectable conversation. Well, in 2022, when the anime finally returned, a YouTuber called DBZ Imran made a video basically critiquing all of the people who made Bleach content, hating on it, causing Dude in a Room to make a video or a response to it, giving some context to the entire situation, and also critiquing the YouTuber who made a video about him. And this caused Jaymes Hanson to make his own video, and yet again, he is just basically explaining that a lot of people at the time were hating on Bleach. He didn't like it because there was a lot of strain on his channel, and he wasn't trying to gatekeep it, but it just didn't seem fair that there were a lot of people who were allowed to eat at the same table as him if they were hating on it as much as they were. And I want to go through that video with you guys today because I think he says some stuff that is pretty important to James's character later on inside of it.
As I guess you could say, a face of the community, I feel like, you know, my opinion is somewhat moderately valid to some extent, and people would probably want to listen to it, so here you go. The concept of this video is about gatekeeping Bleach and whether it is right or wrong to gatekeep Bleach from the creator's perspective. Now, there's been a few YouTubers that have addressed this as of recently, such as DBZ Imran's video about going back on old videos, talking about them and kind of calling out people that called out Bleach in the past with misinformation and just poor overall agenda pushing. To which, you know, yeah, some of these videos were years and years ago. However, if you continue to keep those views for a lengthy amount of time only to switch up conveniently around about the time that Bleach's anime returned, I think personally in context you are in fact valid. However, there are a few exceptions to the rule, such as New World Reviews or Grand Line Reviews, now known as Dude in a Room. He has multiple channels. He made a video talking about, you know, reacting to DBZ Imran's talking about that, the fact that, yeah, it was a bad video, and the fact that I'd spoken to him in 2019, shout outs to him for remembering that in the first place, admitted that it was a bad video and that he shouldn't have used his own opinions as fact, of which I called him out for, is that his feelings were being pushed as an objective truth, which obviously wasn't, and he recognized that, and he has admitted that, you know, he basically up.
In any case, I started a second channel in 2019 called New World Review, and as part of that launch, I asked my audience what they would like to see me most cover in the initial videos, and an overwhelming amount of people said, I want you to talk about Bleach. So I made an admittedly really crappy video about my opinions on Bleach, which were not overly positive. It's one of the worst videos I've ever made, actually, not so much because of what I'm saying, but because of how I'm saying it. Looking back on it, the video doesn't look like an opinion. It sounds like I'm presenting my points in a completely objective manner. And at the time, again, way back in 2019, I was actually called out by another Bleach YouTuber named Jaymes Hanson, who invited me to a discussion/debate on his Discord server. And the conversation went pretty much as follows. Jaymes brought up the major points I'd made and gave me some well-rounded insight into why I may have been wrong to have said those things that I said. And then usually I would go, yeah, that's a fair point. I mean, I still feel how I feel, but I probably shouldn't have said it like that. It was a really big learning experience for me, and it completely changed how I wrote scripts afterwards. I learned a lot about making subjective statements clearly subjective, you know, using a lot of "in my opinions" and all that kind of crap. And that's why the Bleach video is still up to this very day, because even though it's utter garbage, it is still part of my history, and I do appreciate being reminded of it every now and then.
With due respect to that, because I will always prefer people to go back and learn about what they did wrong or know how to approach something before making a video on it, and of course he has learnt from that, so big praises to him. Whether his thoughts on Bleach has changed or not, I don't know, but as long as he's consistent and as long as he owns up to his mistakes if he's made any, then I'm more than welcome to open arms to the Bleach community and say come on through, to which he has done. He's admitted those faults, and you know, he's essentially in his own way apologized for that, so you know, shout outs to him. So he is one of those that, you know, I wouldn't gatekeep, to be honest with you. However, there are other content creators I would.
So I took a look at the New World Reviews video that Jaymes is responding to here. And while I do think it fits the theme of like what Bleach content was back then, I think it's a lot different compared to some of the YouTubers actually taking a dump on the series. And while watching the video, I got no other message but this was New World's opinion. And maybe I'm media illiterate, chat. You can let me know. And I'm not going to play it today. Go take a look at it for yourself. But if all Bleach content creators who were hating on the series at the time made any video even close to the one New World Reviews had made, I don't think gatekeeping them is really all that necessary. While I'm sure there are people out there who actually genuinely hated on the show and tried to push that to a bigger audience, if any of the videos were even close to the one that New World made, I think this is all blown out of the water. On James's behalf.
And this goes now into Broken Ronin's video, where he talks about, hey, look, yeah, people bash Bleach, but you know, if you're a content creator with a big influence, then does it really matter? It's more popularity for Bleach, it's more ears on Bleach, which is absolutely true. We should always welcome people with a large audience to talk about Bleach and make it as big as it does, because it benefits the ecosystem, as you could say. If PewDiePie went and made a Bleach video and I made a Bleach video on the same day, I'm pretty sure I would get a lot of traffic from his video too. So, you know, it does help the ecosystem in a sense. However, this is where it comes to a morality thing when it comes to gatekeeping, and I think people are misunderstanding what we mean by gatekeeping in a sense, because we're not gatekeeping people who change their opinion and learn from their mistakes. Obviously, we want to educate as many people as we want to. But let's talk about how we got to this situation in the first place. Ever since Bleach ended in 2012 and even 2016, it was very popular. Dude in the room even admits it. I'm not the only one. Even the hater, if you want to really class him as a hater, but even the haters will admit that this started around about 2012 and 2016. It was very popular. It was very monetizable to bash Bleach. When it came to One Piece and Naruto, those were popular, so you needed, I guess, a third child in this to kind of bash, because again, it's like, oh, I want to talk about Bleach, but you know, it's popular to bash it, so it's like, of course, like, that's your excuse to talk about Bleach, right? So, and you wanted views. It was very popular, even though people debunked it time and time again. People were misled countless times about Bleach, about its cancellation and about its bad storytelling, because bad influencers were pushing their large audience to spread that narrative in the first place. So it's like, hey, we're gatekeeping the people who are saying, hey, sorry, your house is on fire. I may have tipped petrol on it in the first place, or I may have put gasoline on it in the first place, but hey, once it's rebuilt, I'll come over and have a cup of tea and biscuits with you. It's like, no, mate, that's not how this works. You set that fire in the first place. You helped contribute to that fire in the first place. You don't get to be invited into the new home afterwards, you know. If it's a mistake, it's a mistake, cool, but when you actively make that fire, you don't get to expect to just jump back into it once that home's rebuilt. There's probably better analogies, but that's the first one that really came to my head. And I said this in many live streams, and I've said this in many videos as well. As soon as Bleach comes back, do not let these people eat off the table, because these are the people who are opportunists and jump to that opportunity. And of course, who wouldn't want to jump to an opportunity? If you're there to make money, oh, there's some money there in it, you know, then obviously everyone's going to do it. But as a content creator, there's this thing that you should have called integrity, and you should stick to that integrity, right? If you go years and years and years spreading misinformation, causing issues for other content creators of your doing, of your own cause and effect, and then you want to play it off like nothing happened, and essentially try and eat off the table that we as the Bleach community made, then think again, man. Which quite recently, if there's anything I've got to give Twitter like an absolute round of applause for, it was Anime News Network recently posting an image saying who's excited for like Ichigo coming back or Bleach coming back. And the quote tweets and the responses were just amazing, because Anime News Network since like 2012 has been known to constantly make nothing but article upon article upon article upon article bashing Bleach time and time and time again, because it got clicks. Now that it's coming back, oh, let's switch it up. Who's excited for Bleach coming back? Well, clearly not you. Clearly not you, Anime News Network, because for years upon years upon years upon end, it's not like, oh, we'll go back to an article from like 10 years ago, or we'll go back to an article from 5 years ago. You did it consistently for year upon year upon year upon year. You know, your view set hadn't changed in the first place. And even if it was a different editor or a different, you know, journalist, right? You as a website, your editor-in-chief chose to allow those things. Your admins chose to allow that content from the world's most trusted anime news site, which is supposed to be, you know, a news source of facts, you know, not opinions. You allowed that on a yearly basis.
So if I had to take a guess as to what Jaymes is referring to here, Anime News Network made reviews on Bleach's final arc, The 1,000-Year Blood War. And in some of the reviews, admittedly, they are a little bit harsh, but I feel like justifiably so. Reviews are the opinions of others. If people are taking those as if they are fact, then that is their problem. You shouldn't be. Reviews are not meant to be taken objectively. They're meant to be taken subjectively. They are an opinion. These are not computers writing these articles. These are human beings with their own thoughts and feelings on stuff that they have seen. If something bothers them, I would hope that they mention it in a review. And it seems as though the Bleach community took a massive problem with that, because like he says, as the anime got announced, especially with the developments that the creator of Bleach would be working alongside the animators and the anime to fix some of the issues that people had with the arc. I feel as though you're allowed to critique something very harshly and also be excited for new developments. If you originally hated the 1,000-Year Blood War arc and something gets announced that some stuff will be anime only and that the creator of Bleach will be working alongside them, then I feel like people are allowed to be hype about that. That's an exciting development. Something bad, or in their perspective bad, changing for the better is good overall.
And Twitter wasn't having any of it. Twitter said, no, like, who are you? You bash Bleach for years. You don't get to eat at the table. And you should be able to keep that same energy with content creators. So no, we're not gatekeeping for those that say, hey, I'm wrong. You know, I've learned my mistakes. I made a bad video here and there. You know, like, I want people to see my bad takes. Here's my new ones. That's cool. Like, do that. That's absolutely amazing. But don't, you know, bash Bleach and then not take any accountability for what you did in the past, right? Even if it's as recent as 2019 to even 2020, continue that same mentality but switch it up because now it's popular again. Because I think I speak for myself in this regard of like, hey, look, like I built my career talking about Bleach and I got a lot of hate. I had a lot of mental stress because of the content creators doing the things that they did in the past and the article posts that websites have done in the past. It has a cause and effect, and if you start then messing with people's income, especially their reputation and their channel and the series that they talk about, the thing that they're trying to make a living off especially, why would you as a content creator let them in after they burnt the house down that you then had to rebuild? Why would you do that? And you know, I think that Broken Ronin and other people that I've seen on Twitter kind of misunderstand that. Oh yeah, they've got a big popularity, let them talk about it, it's good for Bleach. Maybe, but is it morally right? Not for me, it's not. It's like you should call out people that have been like pissing on your house, really. Why wouldn't you? If you're a content creator, big or small, that wants to talk about Bleach but are scared to because of the recent, you know, hater videos that have been coming out as of recently, make those videos. No one's going to come after you, especially if you've never had an opinion on Bleach in the first place. We always welcome new creators, of course. And if you are an old creator that has, you know, pissed on Bleach in the past, if you're going to make a Bleach video, admit your fault. Say, look, man, like, yeah, you know, I was wrong. The Bleach anime was coming back. I should have listened. I reread X, Y, and Z. My opinions have changed. I see this perspective, X, Y, and Z. And then, you know, continue that consistency with Bleach. You know, don't just make a one-off video because it's a quick view click, you know, which Supai Patchwolf did around about the time it was announced, jumping on that extra search traffic, you know, very smart business moves there. It's about context by context basis of like looking at who's genuine and who is not. Yes, we will look at your past history and see if you're consistent with it, because we will tell in context if you're genuine or not.
That is by far the corniest thing I've ever heard in my entire life. Ridiculous, man. If we notice even one critique on your goddamn Bleach channel and you try and eat at our table, you're done. Gatekeeping in anime is probably one of the silliest things of all time. I disagree with most of this, but I do think that some points are valid. You know, if you spend your entire life on something, and I mean actually shitting on it, not giving a critique about something you disliked about your series, and all of a sudden you get super duper happy, you're like super excited, and you're pushing out content towards that, obviously you have an agenda there. But who cares? Not only does Jaymes Hanson gatekeep Bleach from people who have critiqued it in the past, but the YouTubers who make content around it are not safe from the wrath of Jaymes Hanson. If you've done some digging on Jaymes Hanson, you know he has a disdain for the YouTuber known as Mr. Tomo2304. A Bleach YouTuber who Jaymes Hanson firmly believes is just a guy who spews out stuff you could read off of a wiki. And so on December 5th, 2022, a livestream took place involving Selt the Programmer, Clyde, Chuck the Cybercuck, and Jaymes Hanson himself. And it's been so long, I forget what the actual stream was about, but at the end, things get really interesting.
You're getting headbutted.
I'm jacking
He's
that,
awesome. Yeah, he is awesome at reading the wiki. Yeah, absolutely. If you like to get your hand held while reading a series, then absolutely. But if you want more something a bit more highly intellectual,
what do you have beef with the University?
I have. No, look, there's three people in here. Well, other than me, that's very intellectual when it comes to Bleach. Like, go sub to them and stop watching wiki readers. Like, it's actually frustrating. Like, it's very tiring. Oh, this person's so good. How about you read the series and actually learn something you didn't actually know before while watching better creators?
Wait, can we get a
it's not like,
in the chat?
No. It's not about being a dickhead, right? It's about being actually like... It's not about being a dickhead, right? But you're gassing somebody up when there's 10,000 better creators that are doing the same topic but better. And that's called criticism, right? And I hope my man does better, but he ain't. It's ass.
Well, no, that can't be, because no, that's not the Jaymes I know. Because what did he say before, chat?
If you're a content creator, big or small, that wants to talk about Bleach but are scared to because of the recent, you know, hater videos that have been coming out as of recently, make those videos. No one's gonna come after you.
No one's gonna come after you.
So what is Jaymes trying to say here? You can make YouTube videos on Bleach unless you talk about Bleach. Is that what I'm supposed to get from that? Oh no. I talked about Bleach in a video recently. I sure hope Seth the Predator and Jaymes Hanson don't come and get me.
Do you guys live in the same country?
Yeah.
I say you guys meet
Bit
up.
more,
James.
dude, you gotta challenge him to a sword fight, bro.
James, tell him why you're the Bleach guy, not him.
Mate, my legacy's already on the table, bro. People want to be on my legacy, but they ain't there. It's cute, bro, but they can try.
Guys, we got it. We got his legacy right here, chat. Hey, your legacy is right here, brother. You got it, man. You got it, man. Hey, everyone, round of applause for Jaymes Hanson, man. His legacy's a massive one. Yeah, you shitty YouTubers, you shitty Bleach YouTubers, guys. You guys have big bazoongas you need to fill up, because look at this, guys. Jaymes Hanson's legacy, man. There it is. Guys, his legacy out there for everyone to see. Oh my god. What a goat, chat. What a freaking goat, man.
Why isn't Tomo on your legacy, James?
Bro, when people think bleach, bro, for all the years they think of me. That's just how it is.
James, what do you think about
Yeah,
Mr.
but yeah,
Tomo?
but wait,
Hold on,
you also
James,
hold on.
I have another question.
It's like when they
You
think
also
of
have to
bleach, but
consider
when they
that
think
you've been
like
making bleach
when
videos for
people-
like 57
look,
years.
when people think of bleach, they think of me. When people think of bleach power scaling, they think of Chloe. When people think of bleach analysis, they think of Soul. When people think of, you know, power scaling in general, when it comes to mainly Naruto, they think of Seth. When people want like the versus battles and Godzilla Law and SCPs, they go to Chuck. We're all known for something because we've solidified that legacy, right?
Yeah.
So I ain't stressed. But
So-
if you're gassing somebody up, that is no better than
Spill
a
the tea,
YouTuber with
James.
less than 100 subs that are doing better.
I'm drinking this.
Okay, James, can I ask you a question, sir?
Yeah.
What do you think about Mr. Tomo reaching 100K subs before you? Any comment?
No.
You have no
What-
comment on that?
I allowed him to.
You allowed him
The Sigma
to.
James, I allowed
No.
this to happen.
Bro, look how lazy I've been since like 2020. Like, I'm calm, bro. I'm calm because as soon as that anime comes back, I'm conserving that energy. It's a wrap,
Yeah,
bro.
and you
It's
also
calm.
Uh-oh, you hear that, Mr. Tomo? You better watch your fucking back, you piece of shit, because James Hanson himself is coming for you, buddy. Yeah. Matter of fact, I want to see just how well James Hanson's channel has been doing since the anime's release back in 2022. Let's go ahead and check, guys.
The bleach drought, it is real. Let's be honest with you, there's been no news and everybody has resorted to either bot tweets or making up news or holding on to the very littlest of live streams ever just to get a sniff at a release date or whatever else they can get their hands on.
Oh, man, that's not good. I sure hope James Hanson's legacy can carry him through this bleach drought that he's in. That's seriously fucked, dude.
You also have to consider that James' channel got fucked up for like.
Oh yeah, that too. Yeah, that was fun.
James was only nagged and suppressed, but allowed his enemy to grow
He
stronger.
was so OP that Russians had to take down his channel.
The thing
turn it
is,
into a
guys,
beacon of
guys,
mining.
guys.
What's your James? What is your favorite Mr. Tomo video?
Yeah,
None.
top 5 fucking Tomo videos right now.
You don't like any Mr. Tomo video?
No,
Not a single one.
no.
Yo, what if he would blow you?
Look, I'll be honest. Look, I'm gonna be honest. I genuinely tried to watch his videos to see what people gassing up about, and I'd never sat there so goddamn bored in all my life. Because I'm sorry. At least when I'm watching Clyde's videos, I learn something new about the Espada. I learn something
Please.
new about some lore or some power scaling,
Like
and
you
it
said,
gives me a
it's
different
boring, 'cause you learn.
perspective, right? But even when I watch DB Zimmerman's video, at least like there's a different perspective. Even though I don't agree with him most of the time, yeah, at least there's a different perspective that I appreciate. Tomo's like, yeah, I've read the series 50 times, mate. Tell me something I don't know, bro. I can read the wiki in 5 minutes quicker than watching your half-an-hour video. Like, come on, man. Read the series. You don't need to watch a YouTuber. Read the fucking series.
What's something really bad that Mr. Tomo has said that you just despise?
Oh, the fact that he like hit me up in my DMs talking to me because he felt like that I was clouty enough to hit up. I've got the scans. I've got the scans.
Spill the
Yeah,
tea,
yeah.
sis.
Bro.
Get that tea.
Spill
cooking,
the fucking
sis.
tea,
You
kid.
want to spill what?
Spill the fucking
I
tea.
thought this was a death battle fucking stream, not a
spill
fucking
it,
Get
drama.
past that, man. We're on to the next step.
Killer
You and Mr.
Keemstar,
Tomo.
let's get.
Yeah, we got a new death battle. Spill this tea, sis.
Why do you? I mean, you've seen it, I'm
He's
sure.
Seth and I'm
No, I
Clyde.
haven't.
I know, Clyde has. I know Clyde has.
Have I?
Wait, can you post it in chat?
If there's one thing I've learned from this live stream, it's that Seth the Programmer isn't just good at grooming minors, but he's also good at manipulating grown-ass men. Because in this live stream, James Hanson falls for every tactic Seth the Programmer throws at him. So you've probably taken a look at how deep you are into the video right now, and you're probably wondering, what the hell is the point of this video at all? Well, like I said at the beginning, afrosenju and James Hanson had drama just 5 days ago on Twitter, and basically it all started whenever afrosenju reacted to a Bleach game. James Hanson made a tweet, afrosenju responded to it, it just led to a lot of negative interaction between the two. I already made a video on that, so I will put it down in the description below if you guys are interested in seeing it. By the way, if you've made it this far, like and subscribe, it helps out the channel. Anyway, with that said, let's let's get into what I want to talk about today. So that same day, Jaymes Hanson and a guy named Saving the Bees went live on Twitch to address the controversy. And I actually reacted to this live on stream, and I gotta say it is by far one of the worst ever live streams I've ever watched. When he's actually so bad, man. Whatever, man. I'm tired. All right, whatever. What video do I need to watch first? Do I need to watch this one? What the hell? What?
What is actually so bad?
Dude.
No, bro, this is insane slander, man. In your own stream, this is crazy. Bro.
Normally, I don't know what it is, man. It's True Tops in, and True Tops in, and all of a sudden I'm playing Dokkan like the worst possible way ever.
Bro's nervous.
Sorry, who the fuck is this? I can't because I'm stuck.
Jaymes Hanson. Okay, for context, Jaymes Hanson is a guy who had beef with. Well, he's a pretty controversial dude. He's like consistently talking about like he's some European guy who says like, you know, well, I can say the N-word whenever I want, however I want. He's got beef with afrosenju plenty of times. He just had some like a couple days ago. I mean, I don't know if you saw that I made a video about it, but I mean, it's up. And I just go over that. Huh?
Is that the guy that gatekeeps One Piece or whatever the? No, it's not One Piece.
No,
it's
Bleach.
a show, like, Bleach, that's it. Yeah.
Yeah, Bleach. Yeah, you got it. Yeah, basically. All right, and I guess they go live here. Saving the Bees goes live here to address the controversy, if you will. So I just want to see what is said here, because I'm not sure what Saving the Bees is. I'm not way too sure on the context of this guy. I'd have to look a little bit deeper into him. But we'll see.
A separate app to talk about things. And
Yeah, he's
We're
just gonna put it all out.
Okay.
We're gonna talk.
But
Right.
Sex
Bye.
nerd. That's fucking crazy, bro. That's literally over bleach, bro. What is wrong with you, bro? What is wrong with you? What is wrong with you, man? You told my homie he should have died in a car accident. What's wrong with you? And, by the way, for the record, I scolded this motherfucker for 2 hours and told him not to do it. I took his phone, I sent pictures of me holding his phone hostage to Afro, and this dude wanted to fight me over his phone. I'm not gonna fight him, because I'd kill him over a phone. But bleach, bro? Over bleach?
It wasn't over bleach, no, it wasn't over bleach.
It started over bleach.
It started over bleach, yeah.
Don't
But
argue
then-
with me. I
No,
kill
no,
you.
no,
Bro,
so-
I will
so-
kill you.
so-
No. Shut up! Shut up!
No, I want him to talk. Please, no, don't shut up. I need you to say something, man. Please.
Shut up! Because the people need to see this. Bro, there's people calling me saying, yo, I hope your black friends see that you're friends with. Bro, my sister's black. One of your other closest friends is black. Everybody's black.
What is happening?
Now, let's talk about the Afro thing.
Right.
Because I think this is something that I feel like is very important to talk about
For sure.
and address.
I
Because
saw two here. I think it's
Afro's my boy.
best.
Right? I've known Afro for like 10 years now. And Afro and I have always had each other's backs. And with the situation that happened, for people who don't know, when you made the tweet that you did over bleach, and today, when you made the tweet over bleach and Afro quote tweeted you, I thought it would be like banter, and I even replied to Afro's
As
tweet.
banter, right?
Yeah. I didn't know it was gonna get serious.
For real, yes.
Because it's bleach, it's anime, and
it
this
wasn't
goes.
about-
Sorry, Leo.
And yeah,
I mean,
and-
it's
and
not
for
really
the
you
record,
guys. It's
it
just
wasn't
you
about
guys will get a playthrough.
Afro, and only Afro will know why he quote tweeted. Maybe it's a beef. I don't know. I can't speak on that.
Neither can I.
But what the tweet was about was a conversation that Jaymes and I had about some people that were doing live reacts who used to talk shit about Bleach, and they were just forming impressions.
As they did when the anime came back.
Exactly.
This is not
And it wasn't
new-
even deep.
This isn't a new like thing that I've done in the past. It's like
Yeah.
people that want to react to Bleach in the past. It's like you talk shit about it before.
Yeah.
And to my knowledge, Afro hadn't done that with the anime.
Yeah.
Like so this isn't like a strictly
And
towards anybody. Right?
Yeah, and so this is something, and again, not defend.
Well, that's weird because like that's really weird because in the tweet he literally mentions he literally says something. He quotes Afro in the tweet. That was like so targeted at Afro. What are you talking about? That's just a lie. You quoted him in the damn tweet. What does that mean? I feel like that's just like straight up a lie. You definitely, I don't know. Because if I went through Afro's reaction to it just to make sure, he quotes Afro. So I don't, not targeted, I think is a little, I don't know. I think that's a fib, Chad. I think that's a fib.
Like I said, the whole thing is.
I've been wearing a do-rag
morally
since 1982. Hey,
and
that's
I
the
have
W, brother.
condemned this man for that. This isn't me being joking. This isn't
We're on
me,
turn 5 on the SCR face.
why does this need to have a stream about it? Because
We
people
could
are
actually do this.
stupid, bro.
People love the drama.
And people love the drama, and it's better to just put it on record. And they're going to see it hours from now. Okay?
Yeah.
And what's going to happen? I'm going to post it and use it. This is something that is important, that is needed to be referenced, because, bro, I should have never been dragged about this.
No, you shouldn't.
And people don't understand. I handle things in person. There's a reason why a lot of people do not fuck with me to a toxic level who know me in person, because I'm the type of person that will go to your face and squash it.
Same.
Right? James doesn't sound like he cares because it's exhausting, bro. We were drinking for hours.
This is not a point of like I don't care. It's that
It's
we've talked
exhausting,
about
man.
it a lot since.
I really-
the event, and it's just
I really wish that they'd ask more questions because right now it just feels like rambling.
one of those things where it's like, okay,
Just rambling right now.
whatever I say or however empathetic I come across is not, maybe depends on people's bias, will be believed by the internet or not.
And I want to make something very clear. You don't have to like this dude.
No, you don't.
This stream isn't to advertise or convince you to feel bad or like him. No.
This is a really awful
fuck
spot.
This motherfucker if you don't like him. Okay?
And that's fair. And the reason why I'm so, nonchalant about it is because genuinely, I don't care if he says fuck you or you say fuck you or somebody on Twitter says fuck you, because I do care if B says fuck you because he's my friend, and if he means it, then yeah, that hurts. But if it's a random person that doesn't know me or doesn't want to communicate with me, it's like, then truth be told, you're nothing to me.
And so the people in the chat who are like
Okay.
trying to pass judgment whether he's innocent or he's guilty, this is not what it's about. You want to think he's racist? Fine. You want to think he's not racist? Fine. This is up to you to decide. So for the record, he has apologized for the past tweets. For the record, many times. This guy has gone on record. For those who don't know, he's on a brand new account. This isn't his first account.
That's a rough spot for the AOA.
And for those who don't know, he has talked about this. Okay, so real quick.
Oh my God.
This is something that
Back to it.
addressed over and over. Okay, so the Afro thing. Let's go back to that.
Yeah, that's the main point.
So here's things that happen behind the scene that people don't know and people don't understand. Afro's trolling him. He fell for the troll. He fell for the bait. He fell for the bait. For the record, and I can show you guys the receipts, we were like fucking 25 drinks and shots in. Okay? I got sobered really quick when I saw this man going at it. What happened? I took his phone.
You did?
I even have a picture
You did.
of it.
You took
I have a
my phone,
picture.
yeah. So what he did, he took my phone.
Wait.
But I was alright, and then I said, "Yo."
I gotta keep an eye on
I'm
chat
good.
just in
Well,
case some more
I just
drops.
said, "Give my phone."
Yeah. So.
And then he said, "Nah." I said, "Give my phone."
Hey James, always getting into trouble, huh, James? Who is that? Is that Warden? Oh, that's Vader. Okay. Oh, always getting into trouble, huh?
Give my fucking phone, bro. And then I got up, and then I said, "I'm being serious. Give my phone, right?" And there was a little bit of tension, but like there was no maliciousness. I don't know how he took it, but I said, "Give my phone," and eventually he gave me my phone.
Yeah.
And then the aggravation came where I kind of was over it, And then I read the DMs and got very angry again because from my point of view, and again, we can't really debate feelings or whatever, but for me, I was trying to be like, bro, you got beef? He gave me like, oh, you know, it's X, Y, and Z, and I said, well, you know, you didn't need to go that way. I felt like you were instigating. And then he gave me a very disrespectful troll response, to which I got annoyed because if
Don't try to justify.
No, I'm not trying to justify, but I'm just asking the chat, right?
Okay. Because you know it was childish,
yeah, of course,
and you know it was bad.
Of course it's childish.
There's no reasoning. There's no reasoning. There's no because in the end of the day, what did he say? He said womp womp, because you know this is something that
and you told me
I've been saying, and I told you.
You said he's trolling, and I put like again, I kind of brushed it off to be because what I said and what I was feeling was completely different. But I was like, oh, okay, no problem. But I was kind of like pissed off because I felt disrespected. Yeah. Because the tweet wasn't about him. The geezer quote tweeted.
He says that, but like he literally quotes Afro. Like he quotes him in the tweet.
And it seemed like an instigation. So I was like,
so real quick, someone said the reason you're getting dragged. First of all, the reason why you're getting dragged into it is because you're weird for associating with someone who's gonna watch. Yeah, but for those, dog, that I don't think you understand. This was on the span of like 10 minutes. Am I supposed to know what's going on with him in the DMs? No. Am I supposed to know suddenly?
I don't share every day.
Not G. Like, let's use critical thinking here. Let's use critical thinking. Because, one, this man is 30. I'm 35. What the fuck do I gotta do with his fucking DMs?
That is true. I don't think you're like guilty by association ever. I mean, like two different people can exist. You know what I mean? Like I don't think just because you're friends with somebody who said something bad in their past, that makes you an awful person. I just don't think that's the case. That's a really stupid mindset to have. And if you have it, you're stupid and an idiot. You need to get rid of that.
Call out the fact that he said racist shit in the past and I'm associated with it. Fine. But what he says to another adult is between him and another adult, bro.
And this isn't public. This is private, by the way, right?
And this is literally important for you guys to understand. And this man is a grown-ass man upset over womp womp. That's his problem.
Okay,
that's his problem.
That's not what I was upset about.
And I literally...
I wasn't upset about that.
That's your business. Right. At the end of the day, womp womp.
Wait, but you just said that you felt disrespected by it, and that's what caused that visceral reaction to it. You weren't upset. So what were you upset about then? Because everything else that Afro did was pretty reasonable.
And I literally... That's your business.
Please tell me what you're upset about, though. Don't ask him. Dude, I hate this guy, man. Oh, my God.
Womp womp. Womp womp. Who cares?
Oh, my God. This guy.
In the end of the day, I'm not paying the bills. And this motherfucker's not paying my bills. So for you guys to try to hold me morally reprehensible over the behavior of another man who is 30 is insane. It's insane. Again, is it valid to bring up the fact of his past? Sure. But are you going to bring up my past to all the people that I'm friends with? You're going to do that, Afro? No. Dog, I've been canceled like 11 times. Not for racism.
Yeah, everyone's got a pass, but the difference between like somebody, like when I think of the word like past, guys, like what is past? I mean, obviously things that have happened in the past, but I mean like if you said the N-word, right? Like when you were like, you're like 15, you know, like 15, 13 years old, all right? Should you be held accountable for saying the N-word if you were like 10, 15, like in middle school, learning how to live? Probably not, right? But the difference between that, okay, and you, James, the difference between you and like a 15-year-old being held accountable for something is the 15-year-old is a damn kid. Just 2 years ago, you were talking about some you were saying a bunch of racist shit. Like 2 years ago, man. there's a very big difference between a 15-year-old and you at the age of like what 28 at the time. Like that's ridiculous, man. I think that's a really ridiculous. It's stupid. It's just really dumb.
Sex on crazy shit.
Like you were a grown man doing that. Like that's just at the worst. It's just immature. It's just really stupid to do.
It's not about the here and now. It's about the I want
to. It's so whack.
Justify myself to hate you more than.
So real quick, the people that are bringing up the whole like past and stuff like that is a bunch of like Boruto fans because they don't like you because you keep trolling them. Yeah, I keep telling you to stop, bro. I keep telling you leave these children alone, bro. Leave the kids alone, bro. Leave them. You're not Dr. Disrespect to be messing with kids. Leave them alone. Leave them alone, bro. Okay? But I am here now, right? Okay. So what's this motherfucker's name? Corbear? And you have a point. That's a valid point. I'm here now, right? And that's why we're talking about it. That's why I'm here publicly in front of, I don't know how many people. Could be 10 people, could be 12 people. I don't know.
Why is he like rambling?
Talking about it. We're talking about it. Right?
We are. And that's what adults do.
This is what adults do. And this is important. Okay. Now, the Afro thing.
Yes.
Back to it at the 5th time. Yes.
You're stupid for that. And you know that.
Yeah.
You're stupid for that, bro.
It's one of the look.
Like I'll whoop your ass.
Yeah, like it's one of those.
I'm not going to, but I should whoop your ass because I got dragged into it. But bro, but you're better than that, and a lot of people don't understand that. Like Twitter doesn't. Shut the fuck up! Stop interrupting me.
I don't know when you want me to speak.
I don't. You will be. You will speak when I say you can speak. The bell doesn't dismiss you. I dismiss you. And I know, and people are laughing, but I'm serious. Because this shit got me mad, bro. Okay, I'm gonna sit up, bro, because I feel like you're not taking me serious because I'm like laying down and I'm cozy. So I'm going to.
I don't know what's
okay.
Real
so this is really important. Did I tweet that crazy shit on your account? Because did I tell you? So I'm going to.
I don't know what's
okay.
Real
so this is really important.
Chat, I don't know what's happening. What's going on?
The whole thing should have never happened. Did I tell you not to do it?
Yes, you did.
Did I tell you not to say?
Yes, you did.
Did I take your phone and try to stop you?
Yes, you did.
This is the Jaymes Hanson drama with afrosenju.
Did I tweet that crazy shit on your account because I had your phone and people saw those tweets and should have known that was me tweeting?
Yes, that was you.
Right?
That was
exactly.
You.
So people should know that I had your account. And I tried to literally diffuse the situation and tried to and then what did I say? Delete the tweet, right? And what did you say? No, I'm not gonna delete the tweet. I'm not gonna delete the tweet because I don't want to be a pussy. I don't want to look like a bitch.
Yeah, I did.
And I told you it's not about that. It's about doing the right thing.
Yes.
But you stood on 10 toes. But now you gotta deal with the consequences.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right? So I want you, in front of all these people, to hold yourself accountable, man.
Did I not?
You're publicly.
Of course I
This is because now people can't say. People can't say. I don't mean to put my finger in your face, but people can't say you didn't if you do it live in front of everybody.
I do. Absolutely.
And
said what I said, and I'll take accountability for what I said. Absolutely.
And I think
you want me to stray away from that?
And I think you.
There's something really slimy about the way that was said. I don't know how to describe it. That felt like so fake, dude. I don't know how to describe that. That felt like the fakest thing ever.
And Afro need to talk privately. He doesn't need to delete it. This is your. Shut up! You guys are both adults.
Absolutely.
And he was just trolling you.
Yeah, absolutely.
Sounds like B got himself involved. No, these motherfuckers got me involved, bro.
This is like mind-numbing. I don't know, man.
Trolling each other, but
they've gone back to the same topic. How many times are they gonna go through the same topic over and over and over again?
And you know it's wrong because you wish death on my boy.
Huh?
You wish death on my boy, bro, and you know that's wrong. Because if he did that to you, I'd be checking him too. And you gotta be serious about this because people are not thinking you're serious, but I think people who don't know you don't understand that. I think just your demeanor. That's just you.
With my intention, obviously, I don't wish death upon anyone. It was a very reactionary, oh, you want to troll me? I'll get a reaction by saying X, Y, and Z. It was never meant realistically. And of course, was it wrong? Of course, it's
I was being a dickhead, just like how I felt I was being treated.
But you said, but like earlier, you said that you weren't hurt or offended by it.
Bro,
So what is it, man?
We can see, but
it's morally reprehensible to wish death on a motherfucker over anime. And you know it's wrong. And you need to hold yourself accountable. And you need to hold yourself accountable publicly on your platform. Shut the f up. No, I'm mad. No, I'm mad. You gotta hold yourself. Stop trying to explain it, because if you want people to believe that you are being genuine, you have to be genuine, and you have to be unequivocally apologetic and accountable.
Right, and I will be accountable, but I will have to say it wasn't about anime. You know it wasn't about anime. It was over being disrespected that I felt the need to say that. Was it bad? Absolutely, it was bad. Right? Did I say it out of like a tongue-in-cheek? Absolutely. It's about.
Hold on, guys. This guy is like so all over the place. So earlier he says, "Yeah, I was being trolled, so I responded to him in another trolly fashion. I didn't mean any harm by it." By the way, for context, he's basically saying what happened was Afro said womp womp, and this guy Jaymes responds with the car accident should have done him in, which is just like a very visceral response to the thing that he received. Earlier in the stream, he offends to it, and it was just like a weird random like lapse of judgment or something like that. Now he's saying that he felt disrespected and that he just felt disrespected by it. So that was the first initial reaction he had to it, which is like a complete contradiction to what he was saying before. I don't get it.
Who cares? Who cares?
This entire stream has been nonsense. Anyway, there's more to the stream, but I don't want to subjugate you guys to that because it was frankly a terrible watch experience. I was sick of it like halfway through. And actually, this is where the drama concluded. Jaymes Hanson deleted the tweets, or most of them at least. He still kept the initial tweet up. He says that it wasn't related to Afro. I'll give him the benefit of the doubt on that, even though I do think he actually just quoted him in... He just quoted him in the tweet. But with that said, that's going to do it for today. I really appreciate you guys staying and watching. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next one.